Hello, everyone, and welcome to What's Now. On today's episode, we're going to focus on travel, your health, fall, healthy habits, and much, much more. Up first, though, we are going to focus on travel with a look back at Airbnb summer trends with Liz Debold Fusco. Let's take a look.
Your weekend outdoors last-minute getaway or long-awaited reunion with family or friends can be made possibly by sharing your space. Joining us now to discuss this and share tips on how to become a host is the communications lead for North America at Airbnb, Liz Debold Fusco. Thanks so much for joining us, Liz.
Thanks so much for having me.
According to your most recent report, in the last year, more than 13% of hosts shared their space with visitors while traveling for vacation or work. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so summer's obviously well underway, and I would bet that if you haven't already maybe booked a vacation, you are probably thinking about what weekend can I get away before the summer ends. And you would not be alone because this summer we believe there will be a pretty major travel rebound. But what you may not realize is actually this demand means you can use your travel plans to earn money this summer and cover the cost of your trip and more, all by sharing your home on Airbnb while you're out of town. You mentioned this, but this is actually something that Airbnb hosts are already doing. I think it's worth repeating. More than 13% of hosts tell us that they share their homes with visitors while they are traveling themselves. Many in our community actually share their homes pretty casually. So this is something that really anyone, anywhere can try. And right here in Salt Lake City, a host can earn over $2,500 per month by sharing their home with guests. So that means, you can share your home maybe for a week and actually pay for a vacation during that time. Maybe go check out the Red Rocks in Utah and have a little getaway.
That's a large amount. That definitely helps make it worth it. So,
Yeah.
given the major travel shift, how is Airbnb upgrading their service to make hosting and booking easier for travelers and prospective hosts?
Yeah, so to kick off the summer, we launched, we introduced more than 100 upgrades across every aspect of our service to meet the coming demand. And one of the biggest changes that we made was making it easier than ever before to become a host. We created a brand new onboarding process that simplified what used to be dozens of steps into just 10. And so that means that from the moment you say, hey, I'm going to list my house, I want to go book that trip to Red Rocks and pay for it with my income from hosting, to actually being up and running on Airbnb, that's only going to take you really about 10 minutes now. And on top of that, we wanted to make it easier than ever before to plan that trip that you want to go on, especially if you're looking to stay in some of the very unique tree houses and domes and yurts we have on the platform, which we know are really popular with guests, especially now. So earlier this month, we launched a new tool called Flexible Destinations. When you go to the Airbnb homepage, you'll see there's a new button. It's called I'm Flexible. You can hit that and reveal a ton of unique listing categories from tiny homes to private islands and see the ones that are nearest wherever you're looking to go right at the top of the list.
Is there a way to estimate how much you'll earn by sharing your home?
Yeah, so there is a great hub that we provide to anyone who's looking to become an Airbnb host. It's called, you can go to airbnb.com/host, and that has a lot of great information. It's got a ton of resources about your obligations as a host. It has online classes led by expert hosts to answer your questions. And it has the tool that you were just mentioning where you can actually put in details about where you're located and some information about your space. And our tool will estimate what your potential earnings per month could be so that you can start planning out what you could earn as a host and maybe think about what you could make work with that dream vacation that you've always wanted to go on.
And where can we get more information about this?
Yeah, so again, go to airbnb.com/host. That is the best place to go and get started as an Airbnb host.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Liz, for joining us today. Really appreciate this great information about how we can go on vacation and have our home pay for it.
Thank you so much again for having me.